and always nearly impossible to get the knockout on. But we're returning to the most comfortable stage for everybody today. Big Miami Dome, we are running it right back.
Spectre is going to push all the way to the other side of the stage. Of course, we still have the triple Lance core coming in. Solarson's rolling, and Kresuu and Spectre's Ulgrim.
Here on Elimination Semis, trying to keep the bracket run alive for this 3v3 championship. I've been thoroughly impressed by all of them, but like you said, this Lance core, once they are out, everything you do is going to get punished because of the range they cover. And that's already difficult to commit to in threes anyways. Any of your normal combo starters you like to do are already a fearful button you want to press. Well, when you have the fear that sidelight sider is always existing, it's hard. But the red team has been damaged quite a bit so far trying to do exactly that.
First knockout is actually going to be, oh man, all the way across the board. I was going to say it's the highest defense legend in the game coming out from Solarson's Roland, but no, it was everybody across the board. A full team wipe while Sarme is still in the orange.
Yeah, and Bartu coming through with that double KO with the Rayman. It's actually been pretty solid, but finally finds a side air over there, and Fry just hovering instead of good defense around another side air. Gets a reversal nair, gets a ground pound. That actually is going to lead to a fall from Solarson.
Rough game.
Yeah, thinking of, hey, I got your jump. No, you didn't.
Now, maybe their goal is to just completely bully Solarson out of the game so that, like, okay, like, Spectre pops off, but, like, can he really pop off when 80% of the game is a 2v3?
That's a good point. I mean, also, like, when you're looking at, if I'm staring at Sir Roland, if I can knock him out early, considering the weight of Roland, yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Solarson he's kind of doing a whole lot of nothing right now. I haven't seen him make a hit. He's been jumping around. And
he's been existing as a high defense legend. It's like, I am here. But also, like, trying to get a reversal nair on the left side of the platform, I think that's actually been a part of what they've been taking advantage of. Solarson's been trying to get people to come to him on the left. Nobody's biting. They say, okay, you're over there, that's fine. We're going to now put pressure onto Kresuu, and now Spectre, who's holding on very well. They do get a couple of them in favor. Actually, they get a triple. Spectre, once again, holding on to that stock first after Blue Team had an incredible amount of damage going there.
Spectre grabbing that double KO and then also being dominating at the same time. That's 3 stocks on Spectre's second stock.
Spectre looking for a fully charged recovery dodge in from Fried, who did not give that out to him. But now, here's the problem. Listen to the fuel be used as they're flying around the center. But Blue Team actually have a complete control of center at the moment. They decide to burst, and as soon as they burst, they realize they make a mistake. They go hover on the right one.
I swear Blue Team just, like, understands how to play against Lance Nair, because I'm seeing a lot of them coming out from the red team, and very few of them are making connections. They're not really controlling the space like they used to with that move.
I mean, actually, yeah, you're completely accurate. Like, every time they've burst in, they've been punished by the Axis multiple times since they get not 1, but 2 in a row. And for Bartu, like, in center, you got access to this. You can pretty much just control the side of the stage. Kresuu, completely unarmed, very difficult position right now, and you try to go over to the left, doesn't matter. Fried is going to go and keep that weapon starve going. 3v1, the weapon starve situation is just so frightening, and tries, well, okay. just send your teammate in at him. I don't know what that play was.
Kresuu doing his best here. There's not a lot of pressure being put out by the blue team.
I think the thing is because they're all so deep in the red.
Yeah.
Finally finds the axe, but axe side air, but that was still pretty scary. Oh yeah, I forgot this is the team with the triple swings.
Bro, and that game was carried by Sarme. Like, Fry grabbed 4 KOs, but the lion's share of the damage. Both, let's see, Bartu and FryDasOle were in like the 300s, and then Sarme almost put out 700.
Like you said, Sarme has been going off today. And a big part of that has just been, I think, just the way that Sarme has been playing of recent. It's kind of been hard to look against.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's continuing here in threes as well. So the fact that they got through Spectre, who Spectre, like we said before, definitely a big issue to deal with by was holding onto his stocks for so long, actually ended up being the first person to fall there. They realized the threat that needed to be taken care of, and that was after Solarson dropped a couple of really early ones to the incredible edge guard from FryDasOle, of course, on that second stock. They're going to have to find a way to answer that back as they run it right back to my Big Miami Dome.
It seems like the blue team has found at least one solution last game to the Spectre problem.
Yeah.
They know how to solve that one. We'll see if they're able to do that here again in game 2. We do have Solarson over on the left side, but it's no longer on the Sir Roland. It is the triple Grim.
Yeah, it's finally showed up. This is something you actually were anticipating at some point.
Absolutely.
Like, one thing that has been pretty consistent is almost anybody who has gone to Cannon so far today has, if not netted a lot of KOs, netted a lot of damage. Because that's what happened last game with Sarme. Switching off of Luke from earlier, who was also doing incredible work. But bartu is also picking it up, where Sarme lines up the damage, bartu picks up the knockouts, and Fried has just been nearly impossible to knock out. But Sarme, excuse me, that was not Sarme. bartu coming through. Sarme flying out as an immediate revenge KO, though.
It is going to be even so far from them. I feel like most of that stock that we saw from Solarson was the axe. I think that's the only weapon he actually picked up that stock, which is why we see him with a lance now that he's back on his second stock. So we'll see what he's able to do with that weapon that's most likely more comfortable for him. Nice sidelight nair, grabbing 2 members of the blue team on that one.
A good immediate revenge kill from, I think that was Sarme. Yeah, Sarme going down there after bartu had no other options, taking full advantage of the fact that Kresuu used a lot of his recovery. So very close. And what we were saying just a little while ago, Fried has been so good on defense, only taking a sidelight there, but it was towards the left side here comes through, though, and they were able to answer it.
Did anybody predict Sarme, FryDasOle, bartu top 3?
That was on my close to. I was going to.
Oh, yeah.
I changed my.
Me too,
no,
bro.
Hey.
Yeah,
I had to miss my shout out from 4th, okay? But I couldn't. I didn't want to believe, but I didn't. I was a Pelski believer today, and
bro, you're gonna learn real quick not to do that anymore.
I always believe in Pavelski, but today it was not today. As Sarme, blue team in general, continuing to play.
Yeah, they're stepping it up for sure.
Spectre also deep into red, going right in the middle of everyone to find a D-Sig. I mean, they were all coupled up. It was actually a pretty good call to hopefully get a few because they're all deep in the red, but he ends up flying off the side anyways.
Now, he is the last person on the red team to be final stock, but nobody on the blue team is final stocks yet. Everybody's still on their second. Dude, bartu was just juggling Kresuu. He wanted to retreat up there, and he was just going to take 2 or 3 axe nairs.
That's actually been one of the biggest problems. If they've taken so many nairs, I think I haven't seen this many whiff punishes on sidelights from Lance in any of these games so far compared to this. Like you said, they seem to have an answer to how to deal with the sidelights into nairs from the Lance. That's going to be a huge play from Sarme, but he accidentally clips Fried and misses it. It doesn't really matter, though, because Fried was so deep in the red anyways. They were able to get Kresuu, and they still have a 3-2.
That was definitely the smart move with the main advantage, like you said, but also because the dodge was already burned from Kresuu. That came out ahead of time when the weapon toss came out from I can't remember which blue team member, but that got the dodge, which meant the edge guard was essentially free, so it was 100% a worthwhile trade.
And
that was a quick ending. That was
a very quick ending right there. They taking full advantage of being up in characters, and let's take a look at the damage here. Actually, there was still 519 from Solarson, so the swap didn't really change too much. They're getting the damage, but they're not able to line up the knockouts first. That's pretty much been the biggest problem so far.
And that's something that the blue team is having no issue with. 630 damage, highest damage in the game, coming out from bartu this time. Last game, it was Sarme finding a lot of KOs, finding a lot of damage. This time, it's bartu. Now, Sarme did still find 4 KOs and, of course, still did 414 damage. So healthy numbers all across the board for all members of the blue team. But it's good to see them, like, sharing the weight there. Yeah. Even when Sarme, like, quote-unquote, carries, it's not like in the sense of, oh, everyone jump in the backpack, I'm going to carry you to victory. It's more like an AD carry, like you would have in a MOBA, where like the support has an important role to play. It's not just the AD carry doing all of the work. The mage or whatever, the bruiser, whatever class, whatever MOBA you're playing, there are other classes that do other things that are also important. So when I say the term carry, there's definitely like the connotation of, oh, you just hop in the backpack, don't worry, I'll handle all of this. And then there's an AD carry.
I mean, when you look at that map, when you take it out of the backpack, right, every single path they take is still the victory.
100%.
Like, they have – Fried hasn't been necessarily the ace, right? But Fried has also been borderline impossible to knock out. And the damage that Fried applies is still just good enough to let people like bartu get in and get those punishes. bartu has been so good at capitalizing, especially off these ground pounds from Axe, off stage that people haven't been able to avoid. But now the switch up here finally away from Big Miami Dome. Let's see if this matters for the red team.
Now, Solarson is going back over to the Roland was not feeling the axe play that came out. I definitely don't disagree with this choice to swap back over to the Roland whatsoever. Dude, Kresuu was just taken out of the game so quickly. Like, he was still physically in the game, but he was taken out. He was bullied out. He had to go under the stage, just sat on the left soft platform for so long because he got damage built up so quickly.
Earl, every choice that Spectre chose against Sarme was just answered by a better one. As Sarme does it again! No, everybody keeps trying to challenge Sarme on this bottom right platform, while Fried was there too. And everybody is flying out as they almost get another knockout right there. Just stay away from Sarme on the left. Go fight in center or something, because it has not been working out so far. As they finally find the knockup, but took so much damage before it.
Fry came in there and he was like, I'm on your team, I'll help you out, teammate, let me throw a side air, misses side air, and then Sarme just is like, oh, okay, yeah, you help, thank you so much, as he finishes off the KO.
Oh my god, yeah. Wait, did Sarme just like smack Fried back into the
He
stage?
might have. That's straight up me trying to put together furniture, and my cat is coming up and like getting in the way of things. It's, oh, are you helping? Yeah, okay, just go over here now.
Look, eventually Fried's stock was going to get lost to Sarme as he gets the reverse hit of the recovery. But I think the biggest factor that we're looking at here, we said before, Spectre being the ace of the team for a good while today. What were both Solarson and Kresuu have put the damage on. Spectre's been the one to close it out. Spectre has been getting chunked on damage, but I like how he's got immediately to center. However, Sarme sneaking right through to find that side air. And Spectre not able to find a knockout on the Sarme.
Oh, we have Sarme on the edge. Spectre trying to go back and forth between Fry and Sarme. Fry does at least get the trade there, so that's a 1-for-1, which is actually in favor of the blue team because they are in the lead right now. Bartu attempting to take Solarson off the top. All he did was find a little bit more damage. He was worried about blue team coming in.
All right, and now they got Solarson down to the last one here too, so decent advantage. But if I mean, for the red team, it's not as bad as it was looking before. However, Fried literally impossible to knock out sometimes. Once again, deep into red, and Bartu is going to fall finally to a side air. Can they take out Fried over on the left? They need to ASAP, as he almost gets an incredible call, but it's just gonna miss.
The red team's actually looking pretty healthy here.
Yeah.
If they're able to control the amount of damage they take or how quickly they take it, they can maybe get this stock from FryDasOle, even up the stocks once all across the board.
I think the biggest thing, like, look, well, just let Sarme chill. When Sarme has that right side platform, just let him be.
He's going to do it, bro.
Just let him be, because now
he almost.
That was
Dude,
so
he
close.
almost read that ahead of time. You know he was holding that as long as he could. That was almost such a nasty play from the blue team. Sarme set that trap. It was a little bit too far to the right side.
Yeah, Solarson with the valiant effort to try and go get that recovery save for Kresuu down at the bottom and almost losing stock for it. But this is still not complete. This is not undoable by any means if you're a red team fan. Actually, now it is. Sweat beads out. Sarme covering. You're not going to be able to get to that wall touch anytime soon. Kresuu now forced into a 3v1. Go for a ground pound, trying to hopefully catch Sarme. Doesn't matter, though. The swing set coming out as they find the 3-0 victory here in Elims. They have knocked out the triple land score. This is one of the teams I was super scared of for the remainder of this bracket, but it is going to be the blue team who are the ones who have an answer for it.
You said that FryDasOle is virtually unknockoutable, and the numbers 100% reflected that. They moved on the actual screen, so I don't know if I'll be able to see it in the stat tool. That would be great, but it was in the 700s that FryDasOle took. Yes, he took 736 damage that game.
That's insane. The average damage most people were playing, taking throughout the set was like maybe 5+, 6 at a peak, but 736, that first stock only...